Hi everyone, welcome to Real Science Challenge. I'm Kent Louie, science teacher and talking head, talking about better practices we can do in science education to make it real. That's relevant, engaging, and applied learning. And broadcasting from beautiful Vancouver, Canada. And this is episode 73, and here I want to share an activity that helps students practice measuring volumes and has stood the test of time. Shout out to fellow science teacher Dennis Lamb for introducing me to this activity, which comes from this textbook published back in 1995 when I was in high school. I'll tell you what we do in a second, but before I continue, handouts for this episode are available at realsciencechallenge.com/EP73, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, before the lab, I get various bottles, different sizes like the ones you see behind me, and I fill it with water and different coloring. And label the bottles, A, B, C, D, etc., 1, 2, 3. I also bring out for students 3 types of graduated cylinders. You have the 10 mil, then you got the 100 mil, and you also have the 25 mil right here. Now, during the lab, I first get students to create a table that looks like this, a 3-column table with the headings bottle, estimate, and actual. Then, for each bottle, students need to write down the letter, then estimate how much the liquid they think is in the bottle. Now, this estimate will help students determine which graduated cylinder to use, which is important because if you use a graduated cylinder that's perhaps too small, the liquid would just overflow. However, if you use one that's too big, then you might not get a reading. For example, this graduated cylinder starts at 10 mils. So anything less than 10 mils, and you would not register a reading. Now, of course, after they estimate, they pour the liquid into the correct, perhaps, graduated cylinder and measure. Now, what I'm marking is for students to include the correct number of digits. That is, all the certain numbers and a guess number. Or basically, I'm just looking to make sure they have the correct number of decimal points. Okay? When students are finished, one bottle, they pour the liquid back and they swap for another one until they're all done. Again, I'm not checking for the exact answer, but that students are able to take down measurements precisely, again, to the correct number of decimal points. Sometimes it's like 1 decimal point, sometimes 2 decimal points, depending on the graduated cylinder. At the end of the lab, I ask this question, excuse me, how could you estimate volume more accurately? Propose a solution and explain how it would work. This is so that I can get them to reflect on their lab. But I don't really count it for marks. This is just for them to improve for next time. Get them to think scientifically. That's it for this episode. Please smash the like or subscribe button or leave a comment below. And handouts once again are at realsciencechallenge.com/EP73. Thanks for watching. And let's talk science education again soon.